Orlando's rock station, Lunch and Taco Show. Good morning. It is time to tech it out. Brought to you by JRR's Throwback Thursday. This is a weekly contest running up to Earth Day birthday every Thursday. You can win tickets for our big annual blowout bash at the fairgrounds. Just get to the JRR Instagram some point today and act on that post that's there, the Throwback Thursday post. Okay? A bunch of you will get picked to go to Earth Day birthday for free, so jump on it. I'm Pat Lynch. Taco is away. He's out of state at a funeral, and we'll be back on Monday. A lot of you asking what's going on. That's the long and the short of it. All right? Let's get into some of the tech news. After being an invite-only app for about a year, Blue Sky is now open to the public. This was funded by Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey. Blue Sky is another one of these micro-blogging platforms hoping to provide an alternative to Elon Musk's X, formerly Twitter. Okay. The first thing you'll notice if you decide to hop on board Blue Sky is the look and feel of the original Twitter in presentation and colors and the whole deal there. So how will this be able to operate in an already crowded field where, you know, you had Threads that was rolled out a while back? Threads now has about 130 million users, although you just don't feel like Threads has a lot of traction, even though it has supposedly 130 million. Mastodon, another 1.8 million users. Truth Social has a couple million users. But yet, in the end, X, 556 million users estimated. All the negatives you hear about X, formerly Twitter, a lot of that is a result of a coordinated effort by folks in the media who hate Elon Musk. I can say that because I'm in the media. I don't hate Elon Musk. I'm not a huge fan of Elon Musk. He does what he does, and I'm fine with that. I'm not going to drag the guy or try to blow up his social media platform. But the bottom line is people continue to use whatever you want to call it, Twitter or X, despite, the pushback. So all others that are coming after him as far as actual, alternatives to X have a long, long way to go. Hey, anybody who's been on that platform for a long time, are you just going to want to give up all of the following you've established, even if you're in the media? Well, obviously the answer is no. So, a lot of bluster there. A lot of bluster. One of the big stories this week, the announcement, the joint venture between Fox, ESPN, and Warner Brothers Discovery, teaming up to build from the ground up a sports-centric app that will be released later this year that will offer up all of these sports that those aforementioned companies have rights to and distribute right now on their own through various platforms. This is directly aimed at people who are primarily sports fans when it comes to watching TV. All right? So if you've got cable or satellite right now and generally all you watch are sports, they'd like to draw you away when this rolls out later this year. You got hundreds of channels that you never watch, which has always been a problem, and most folks never understood why we have to pay for things we don't want. Well, here you go. The question is, how much is this going to cost? I got an opinion on this. Just follow me here, all right? Obviously, it's going to be way less than what you're paying for a cable or satellite or even a replacement like YouTube TV service. It's got to be, right? Let's use YouTube TV as an example. That's $74.99 a month. Now, if you have that, you can get all of the programming that's going to be offered through the ESPN, Fox, Disney, or Warner Discovery deal. You already got that included with your YouTube TV subscription. For you to leave that brings me back to my point. It's got to be priced less than $74.99. If I had to venture to guess, I'm going to think around $50 when they announce pricing on this. Which then leaves you with this. What about the remaining sports that would be missing for the common sports fan? Stuff through NBC, stuff through CBS. Well, you got this app, the new one that's coming out, and then you tag that with, Paramount Plus for your CBS stuff and Peacock for your NBC, let's say the new thing is priced at $50, you're going to be less than YouTube TV and way less than, cable or satellite. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all comes out in the wash and who hops on board with this if it does prove to be very popular. At the end of it, there's one thing that's going to be missing, though, with all of this. The regional sports networks. Still, that's an issue for a lot of people. And a lot of folks continue to hold on to cable or satellite because that's where a lot of these regional sports networks are still offered. The Bally networks, who have been in all this financial trouble. That story hasn't come to an end yet either. With Amazon dumping money and investing in Bally Sports, the thought is, are those channels eventually going to show up through Prime Video as an add-on? So it's lots and lots of moving parts and pieces here, and how the average sports fan is going to assemble them hasn't exactly been worked out yet. Money is going to determine that. So next step, let's wait and see what they're going to charge for this forthcoming app that's supposedly coming out later this year. Speaking of YouTube TV, they have now jumped to being the U.S.'s fourth biggest cable TV provider. Even though they're not actually cable TV, they're a streaming service. They've now passed the $8 million subscriber mark, which puts them far and away in the lead as far as cable replacement type streaming services. A lot of that due to their acquisition of NFL Sunday Ticket. In other streaming news, if you have Disney Plus or Hulu, you probably received an email here in the last few days about updating terms of service. Well, a lot of times we all just say, yeah, whatever, terms of service, you don't read it all. Well, guess what is in the new terms of service with the Disney Plus and Hulu? They, like Netflix, are instituting a crackdown on password sharing. Okay, so if you've been sharing your Disney Plus and Hulu accounts with people outside of your household, know that that's probably going to be coming to a screeching halt here at some points. Again, look in your emails. You'll see what I'm talking about. Told you earlier in the week about several companies planning to phase out landlines, phone landlines in the United States. AT&T actually already putting in a request in the state of California to abandon their landline copper phone network. The backlash has already started from folks who depend on landlines as their means of communication. It doesn't mean that this isn't going to happen. It may not happen as fast. Initially thought that landlines could be completely phased out in the U.S. for the most part by 2030. That will remain to be seen as well. And one final note here. Actually, I got two more things to share with you. When it comes to wireless service, speeds, T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, the big three, which has the fastest download speed for your phone? The newest testing is in, compliments of the new report from Ookla, speed testing service. T-Mobile continues to wear the crown for the second time in a row over their counterparts, Verizon and AT&T, as far as network speed go. That includes 5G speeds as well. So T-Mobile, they've definitely had an impact over the years of being what's termed as a disruptor when it comes to the wireless field. And finally, as Apple fans, you may be interested to know Apple is reportedly testing foldable iPhones. Foldable iPhones. They're said to be clamshell-style devices that fold like Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip series, rather than the type of phones that become tablets like the Z Fold or Google's Pixel Fold. The phones are said to be in very early development or could be canceled altogether if they do make it to market, which, if it does happen, probably won't be until after 2025. All right? There's some of your tech news as we tech it out this week here on JRR. Get your traffic updates. Get back to the tunes here coming up at 8 o'clock. Lynch and Tacos, commercial-free Workday Rock Block on the way. Stay with us. Lynch and
Rocco On Demand. Download the iHeartRadio app and listen anytime, anywhere.
This is JRR.